gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of Double B, the podcast, Bongs and Bangers. To the right of me, I have my boy, my co-host right here, Frost.
What's good, shit, play.
Alright, to my left of me, I have my boy, O'Neal, serious hip-hop head. Now, we are a podcast straight out of Toronto. We are broadcasting live from, a little nook and cranny, somewhere far out. And we're going to get this thing going for you. So, basically, we're a podcast here to talk about hip-hop music, hip-hop news, whatever's popping. So, you're going to want to stay tuned weekly or bi-weekly, depending on how the ratings go, We're going to get us up. So, everybody, shout out to you for tuning in. All right. So on the very first episode, we're gonna talk about some fantastic album reviews. The first album we're gonna talk about is Shrimp Life 3, the 3-disc special. So we got Swaycation, we got Slim Jimmy, and we got the Shrimp Life 3 album with Power Glide, Perplex Pegasus. Jess?
Yeah.
What did you think of the album so far?
So far, I just kind of started listening to it. I didn't get through the whole thing, so far. It sounded pretty nice, I like the vibe, It kind of feels like, remember when they first came out with No Flex Zone type shit, they've grown a lot,
They've really evolved since then. They've really stepped it up. They've really come a long way. What do you think, O'Neal? You think they've evolved?
I'm feeling the vocals of Sway Lee, to be honest.
Sway Lee has really stepped it up. Sway Lee has really stepped it up, most definitely. I really appreciate his efforts in this, man. Like, for real. And all that talk about them going solo and doing whatever, that 3-album special, that was really a way to that was a cool way to keep the group, together and show the world, we're not going anywhere,
Yeah, talking about Sway Lee though, personally, I think that after Unforgettable came out and he used his vocals there, I think that changed him 100%.
Definitely.
He took in the vibe, you know what I mean?
Definitely. That was his turning point.
100%, you know what I mean? Because he didn't really do anything like that before that.
Like Swang and Unforgettable, those are the...
Exactly.
Yeah, no, he really killed that. Like, 100%. Vocally, he really stepped it up, and that was really impressive. And then you had, like, the more trap element with Jimmy. Jimmy really kicked that trap element, he's really hard with the raps and the rhymes, that was intense. I really appreciated that. Let's move on to Nav's Reckless. We're all a little bit biased, we're from the ends, 6 side, 5 side, that's what we represent, so we're a little bit biased here, but Nav came hard. I think he really stepped it up with this project, and having Quavo on there. Fate, that was pretty impressive. That was pretty impressive, man. Because that was serious, man. I really appreciated that.
Fate is up there. All mans always hate on my man now, but you have to take the shit. They all hate on the album and shit, right when it comes out.
But then they're hopping on it.
They're hopping on it in June and shit. That's when they'll hop on it.
They're late bloomers, though. They're late bloomers.
But even you, having you take it in, when you listen to Nav, gradually, other songs will become your favorite songs that you didn't really fuck with before.
Yeah.
It takes time sometimes.
It takes time. It really grows on you as an artist. But he really stepped it up this one.
Definitely.
Honestly, when I look at the track list, and I could pull it up, but I'm not gonna go into that too deep. But he had Travis Scott on there. That was pretty hard.
That was
hard. But him and Travis Scott really meshed together.
They done shit together.
Beats in the trap. That was hard.
That's an iconic track.
Super fire.
100%.
Super fire. Let's move on to T Grizzly's Activated.
Oh, yes.
Now, T Grizzly, I believe, is a little bit underhyped. I don't think he got the promotion enough the album needed to really put it up there with the albums that came out, within the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But T Grizzly's Activated came really hard. And honestly, salutes to Lil Pump, because Lil Pump really came hard on that track. He really stepped it up.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm not really a fan of Lil Pump, no disrespect, but he really stepped it up on that track. He really brought those bars, and he came hard to show what he had. To be honest, to step up with T Grizzly. T Grizzly's a lyrical artist.
100% lyrical artist.
You know that. You remember? Yeah.
Trust me, that's what makes him move.
T Grizzly's Genius is a mean artist.
It's lyrical and he has that crazy different little flow.
He had two features with Yachty. Yachty stepped it up big time.
Yeah.
Yachty's rap performance on Two Vaults was pretty serious.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan.
I'm not the biggest fan
No?
of Lil Yachty, but like.
But
He
he's alright.
comes hard on some tracks.
He really impressed me. He really impressed me, man. You know what? He really stepped it up. That was pretty impressive.
T-Grizzly's always been, it's like even from first day out. You know?
First day out, bro.
Like,
That's what made me take him
I've been
in.
fucking with them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just great, you know? But it needs to be more promoted, definitely. I feel like people are under it, you know?
Yeah, he's an underrated man.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So let me ask you guys a question. Well, more Jesse, because he's more of a fan of Playboi Carti, but his album, hype or not?
Nah, to be honest, man, I'm not fucking with him. Like, I used to fuck with Carti like mad hard, like back when he was dropping Febby with Maxwell Cream and Dash, back with fucking.
The way I see it,
like wait for the album and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
the way I see it, he's really like he's good for like a couple bangers, you know, here and there. But on an album, I really wasn't feeling all the sounds that he chose, like the beats. Like Pierre stepped it up. Don't get me wrong, at all. But I don't like the flows that he chose.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I don't think he came hard with the bars.
He's not good at a big body of work.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, fam.
He's just a single
exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah, I feel like he's more of a hit-driven artist. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, the album was kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I feel like it was a little bit of a disappointment. There was a lot of hype around it, and like I don't feel like it stepped up to that expectation exactly.
Yeah, not at all.
So what about the other ASAP member, ASAP Rocky, head of the crew?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Testing so far, testing is fire, you know?
Yeah.
I haven't dove all the way into it. Fuck Sleep is hard.
Sleep goes hard.
What's that next one you showed?
Tony Tone was hard.
Yeah, that one.
Tony Tone was hard.
What was the other one?
There's
The ASAP Forever remix with Cuddy. Wow.
I didn't hear that one still.
Wow.
I haven't heard Cuddy like that nice in a little bit, you know?
No, Cuddy came hard on that. Cuddy came super hard on that, and that was lit.
Yo, it's ASAP worldwide. He's coming back, you know. He's back alive. You guys, you know, he came, he showed you, told you guys he's coming back.
Oh yeah, no,
He gave you what
100%.
you needed, man.
100%. He came hard
He
on
just fell
that.
off for a bit because you know what happened with Yams and stuff, you know?
Bro, you know what? And RIP to ASAP Yams, because ASAP Yams truly, he's an inspiration to all of us, because he really joined that group together. He formed that, and you know we gotta salute that, because he was the genius behind it all. Realistically speaking, you know what I'm saying?
You have to take in a lot of these artists, like these newer artists, wouldn't be like doing all that fancy shit, or like dressing up in designer clothes and shit.
Yeah. ASAP came
If it wasn't for Rocky, he started all that fashion.
Yeah.
100%. 100% mixing the high labels with the street shit, you know?
100%.
Oh, 100%.
He's been on that fashion shit for a minute, bro.
Yeah, 100%. He inspired all of us, man. Like when I first heard Peso was like unreal to me.
It's iconic.
Unreal. Like that was life changing. You know what I'm saying?
I listened to that track today, you know.
Yeah, and I don't think.
I listened to that whole album, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think Rocky gets his just dues, like as much as he should, man. I don't know. There's just something about it, but he's a god, man. He's a real god. Yeah, no, that's for real.
You guys can't forget it.
And for you to get Cuddy on an album, that's intense.
Big,
you know,
bro.
to pull Cuddy out like that, that's huge. That's
nothing.
massive.
That means he has enough respect for him. You know?
Oh yeah, no, 1000%. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
100%. All right, and we're gonna go into Pusha T's Daytona.
Yeah.
All the hype.
Everyone's.
All the nonsense.
Everyone's on that.
Yeah, we're gonna start it up. Right there on the last track, Pusha T, you know, left the bar, slighted the man Drizzy. You know, the Six God himself. And, you know, nobody let it go. And Drizzy came at him.
Yo, he told you guys from bare time it's free smoke, anyone can get it. You mentioned him. Yo, I don't know, you guys should just leave him alone, man. These sneak niggas can't hang with us.
Everybody,
that's what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say, man. You can't hang with Drizzy, bro. Like, you can't hang with the Six. It just doesn't work out, you know. too much tenacity, like how are you letting us run it over there? You know what I mean?
You know what? They've had their beef from time. But you're right. Drizzy's always said, bro, it's free smoke. Anyone can get it.
Yeah, word.
And you know what? And I don't feel like it was just that one bar. I feel like the first 2 bars before that, the bars about the hooks, I feel like, those were sublims
100%.
until they threw the Quentin word in
I
there.
was talking about him before the
100%, 100%. You know, and I think, you know, I don't know what Pusha T was thinking, to be honest, because if he didn't think Drake was gonna come back at him after they've already had their problems, you already knew Drizzy was gonna come back at you, bro.
Yeah,
you know, and
He's been hungry,
bro, and you mentioned a topic that's been way gone, fam. Not for nothing, but everybody's gotten over it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Everyone knows now.
So, like, you know, you brought it up just to, you know, to what? To ruffle some feathers,
100%,
you know?
bro.
I don't know. Well, we are actually, how many hours out are we? We are 48 hours out from Push's album, and Drizzy has responded with the Duppy freestyle, ladies and gentlemen. And honestly, if you're from Toronto and you hate the Duppy freestyle, it's probably because you hate the God. But to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, what do we think? What do we think, boys?
Yo, turn him to a boss, fam. He's the Duppy.
Yeah, you went hard still. You went hard.
Nah, Drizzy really went hard, and Push is a lyrical god, but Drizzy really, you know, and Drizzy doesn't sleep on the bars, don't get it twisted, but, you know, he really came hard with that. That was really impressive.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan, bro. I'm still a fan of Push, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%.
100%.
That's not gonna sway me either way, because I've been listening to Push for a long time, you know, clips and all that. But, no, Drake definitely dummied him, and I have yet to hear a response.
I know. We'll see, bro.
You know,
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
48 hours out, Push. Well, you know, we don't know what's
Hopefully
going on.
he does, bro. That would be some good music back and forth.
Oh, yeah, that
Hopefully
would
he does.
definitely be some good music. I would definitely appreciate those bars 100%.
They already started, so you might as well, you know?
Exactly, bro.
It might just be a scheme for him to get his career back, you know, just doing that whole
Bro,
shit.
that's what I'm saying. Passing that paper.
Hopefully he survives it, eh?
You give him a
That's
sword.
all.
You know? Yeah, we see the boys, you know? Yeah, you know? Alright, so, shoot. I got a question for you guys. So, lately, an artist from a little bit from the past, you know, he quieted down for a little bit and now he's back up. Mr. Tyga. Mr. West Coast, Mr. Snapback. Mr. Snapback has now come back and made quite an accomplishing comeback, if I might say. Yes. Taste. Taste featuring Offset.
Yeah, and I'm not even really taking in Offset too much. Tyga killed it, bro. I think he went harder. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, Tyga definitely stepped it up, and he's killing it with those 90s and 80s samples that he's picking up.
Yeah, that sample in the background, the beat, that's fire.
Oh man, even that the one that he did for Move to LA featuring Ty Dolla $ign.
Oh yeah.
Bitch, I'm the shit.
Yeah.
Wow, that was pretty impressive too, man. That was pretty impressive.
He always had nice beats though, bro. He always had nice beats.
Yeah, I feel like back in the day, he's like a great like stripper anthem kind of guy, right? But like I don't know.
He was always with the bangers, that's for sure.
But I don't know.
Now his last album did, my stats here. Okay, Taste is at 7 million listens right now. That's on Spotify alone.
Yeah.
But the Kyoto album, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right, Kyoto album, was like 1 million plus every listen, every track, except for 3 tracks. Three tracks were just over the 500,000 listen range. That's pretty impressive, man. So he's got a nice little buzzing right now for himself. You know, he's got it going on.
That's a huge gap, bro.
No, that's pretty impressive.
Maybe this is a comeback, bro.
If it's Tyga's comeback, I'm really impressed. Nah, it's fresh. It's absolutely fresh. It's a new trim on him. I always love the LA vibes from him. You know, he always portrays that dope sound.
I don't know. Like, he's coming, he's bubbling, but I'm still kind of iffy.
You're still iffy.
You never know. People change their minds every day, bro.
That's the problem, you know. So we gotta look out for Tyga, but he's definitely doing big things. I'm pretty sure Bugatti Raw did pretty well too. It was it wasn't to the numbers of Kyoto, but it was pretty dope. And Bitch I'm the Shit definitely had some bangers on there. I'm not gonna front on him for that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
For sure.
Another topic up in hip hop that's roaring the streets right now is Kendrick sticking up for Triple X, XXX Tentacion.
Oh yeah.
He's sticking up for him and saying, you know what? If Spotify's taking your music off the playlist, I'm taking my whole library off their streaming platform. You know, and I think that's pretty intense of Kendrick to step up for the little guy. You know, the little guy in hip hop. He's only had a year, maybe 2 years, you know, coming up.
But they're doing that because of what? The charges, right?
Because of his charges and stuff. Yeah.
They did it to a few artists I've seen.
Yeah, they definitely did. They definitely did. R. Kelly. You know, they took R. Kelly's shit way off there, you know? R. Kelly's a ghost on the map right now. Well, you know what? You can only look past that shit for so long with his music, you know, but that guy's been a creep, fam, you know, and I'm not scared to say it on the podcast, you know? He's a little bit shiesty from day one, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, him and Bill Cosby,
Yeah, Bill Cosby, but Bill Cosby, I never expect that from poor old Bill, man, that blind old bastard. You know, they told him that he's too old to go to jail.
Yeah.
He's
That's
too
what they said?
old, yeah.
He's
too old and too fucked up to go to jail.
Yeah, he would die in 2 seconds.
Yeah, so they said, you know what, we're not gonna send you to jail, Bill Cosby.
That's fucked.
Yeah? Can you fucking believe that shit?
That's crazy.
Right?
America's
Unreal,
dad,
man.
bro. America's dad.
Buddy. So you know what? Talking about crazy, we got some time, you know? Let's talk about Kanye West and the big uproar. Because, you know, we're talking about Pusha T. That's his man's. I'm sorry, Push, you know? But it has to be talked about here on the podcast anyways. Kanye West has really gone out on the limb within the past couple months.
It's going crazy, this thing. But honestly, I think it's all part of some big plan, bro.
You think it's part of a master plan?
I don't know. I feel like it's a build-up. Like, people don't just do this. Unless you're crazy. I don't think people do this shit for no reason, but I think it's a build-up for something.
Really?
Something. I don't know. We'll see, bro. But that's what I think. People, unless he's
well,
crazy
you know
for
what?
real, bro.
If he's a genius, then yeah. But to be honest with you, he's not the Kanye that I grew up to know and love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
100% change,
Maybe
bro.
he is a genius to his own right. You know what I'm saying? But he's just not the same Kanye that that I know. You know.
No,
So like it's a little bit disappointing to me. You know, as a fan of hip hop and as a fan of all the stuff that that he even used to talk about back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man.
Switched up. Who knows what's going on now, man?
Yeah,
in
I know.
his life in general, you never really know.
No, you know what? You're right. And I want to track back and say one more thing about Kendrick, because Kendrick is honorable as an artist, as big as he is, to do what he's doing for X. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And X is not even proven of those charges. I know, whatever, those other artists aren't proven either. But for Kendrick, as big as he is, to step out on a limb like that and take out a whole platform just like that, that's pretty intense, and that's
Proving
much
a point.
love to Kendrick for proving a point for the little guy. You know, that's wow. Much love, Kendrick. Salute. Because we are the little guy over here. We're shooting from a little spot in a nook and a cranny, 20 minutes outside Toronto. Thanks. So, a topic that just came across our dinner table in pre-production. Actually, my boy O'Neill brought it up to us. This is I don't know, man. This is crazy to say. Metro Boomin is retiring from hip hop, so he says.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Bro.
O'Neill, tell us what you heard.
Seen it, bro. That he said he's done with hip hop.
What, on a live stream or on a story?
I guess he deleted everything off his Instagram, and then on in his story he posted something like writing saying that he's done with hip hop. He's retiring from hip hop. He's done. Yeah, word.
So I don't know.
Word. Who knows what he's doing?
Anything with that, fam. As an artist perspective, for you to hear that from a producer, and a producer that's, you know, he's not even that old in the game. It's not like he's
young,
been around.
Bro.
Yeah,
young.
you know. Young Metro.
To be honest, bro, I feel like he did it too young. And number two, as an artist, like I would have wanted to get beats from him, you know what I mean? To collaborate with him, and then I might not have that chance. You feel me? But who knows?
That's, you know, it's disappointing to see. Maybe it's a scheme.
Maybe,
You know, maybe it's a scheme. Maybe he's got a project.
But even if he is actually going through this, I think he'll come back, bro.
Yeah,
He'll come back. That's his original craft, bro. You know,
Exactly.
he'll come back for sure.
Let's hope so, man. Because you know what? Honestly, you know, Zaytoven just dropped a project.
Yeah.
Trap Holiday.
Yeah.
That's filled with bangers. Filled with bangers. I listened to a few tracks here and there. It wasn't on the album review list because I didn't get all the way through it like most of the albums that we spoke about. But even just looking at the track list, you know what? Let's pull it up real quick. I want to look at that. Let's see here. I want to pull this up and just review it because there is quite a. And, you know, Zaytoven is Zaytoven, you know?
Yeah.
Not to say anything less about him, but, I mean, this whole project is filled with crazy. The intro starts off with Gucci.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
He's got a track on there with Rick Ross, Pusha T, T.I., and Yo Gotti. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Of course.
He's got Quavo and 2 Chainz. Those are like the two... Quavo's the new king of the South. I'm going to say that right now. Okay, here on the podcast, I'm saying that Quavo is the new king of the South. No disrespect to Offset or Takeoff. No shade because they're both fantastic. Salute to Offset because I met him out there in Dominican Republic. That was popping. But, yeah, you know. But, yes, Quavo is definitely the new king of the South, for sure. Salute to him. He's got Offset and Scooter on the same track. He's got Ty Dolla $ign, Jeremiah, and OJ the Juice Man. That's a little bit of a crazy collab. I don't know. I haven't heard that one yet. I listened to this T.I., Offset, and Kodak Black. Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got Uzi on here on the track called
way.
Strong. Yes.
Jeez.
Fire.
Really?
Fire.
I need to listen to all this.
Yes, we need to listen to that. So, if you haven't heard Trap Holiday, shout out to Zaytoven because he killed that shit. I listened to a few tracks, but not all of them. But we're going to move into a question, a subject that I've been thinking about recently, especially within the past year, I'd say, and within the past 2 months. Nicki Minaj. Is she hitting or is she missing?
Oh, I'm feeling that Chun-Li track still.
Straight missing, dog.
Yeah.
Straight missing.
Straight missing. All right. Hold up. So let's hear your point of view,
Dog.
and then we'll see what's popping.
To be honest, man, I feel like she should retire by now. You know what I mean? Like she like back in the day when she was popping when I was younger and shit. She was dropping bangers like what's that one track again?
She was featured on Monsters. Monsters was absolutely heavy.
Yeah.
She had oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank right now.
Yeah, that
Itty Bitty Pig.
Yeah, that freestyle was hard.
Itty Bitty Piggy.
That's probably one of her best still. That's one of her best.
Woo!
That was fire.
She was definitely killing it.
She was dropping Pink Friday back those times. That's when she was popping in the Anaconda. That came out. That was a big track. But like now it's, you know, I feel like it's her time.
You think she's missing? You think she's straight missing?
I think she's missing all the way. Even like when she was featured on Shooters, like when she's supposed to be a feature on
Yeah, I heard
Shooters,
about that.
and then they released the reference track after.
Yes.
That was weak. I heard it.
Like Tori, like
yes,
she
1000%, fam.
didn't belong in that track, you know.
No, 100%. She was definitely missing on that. I heard the reference track for.
But that's not even really. That beat wasn't really.
That definitely wasn't meant for her. No, that was definitely the wrong feature for Tori to have on there. Yeah. No, definitely 100%. She was missing on that.
That's not for her.
But to be honest, Chun-Li is definitely hitting hard in my books.
It's fire, bro.
Chun-Li is absolutely fire.
Bars,
Barbie Tings, Barbie Tings is a miss for me, fam.
Yeah, it's alright.
But you know what? Chung Lee is definitely hard.
Bars,
Chung Lee is absolutely hard.
No, I actually like that track, but she killed that one. 100% she did.
No, you know, shout out to the Barbs, you know, but, you know, no disrespect. But
No disrespect.
it is the questions we ask here on the podcast. You know? So without further ado, we are going to slide up into the last segment of the podcast, surprisingly. And we're going to talk about the freshman list.
Oh, fuck.
Now, I got a couple names I want to talk about here. So, I'm going to chill out. I'm going to smoke a bong quick. Here on the podcast, we are, you know, about the herbiculturalism, if I do say so myself. It's all about the love, man. Peace, love, and prosperity here on the podcast. We're never throwing no shade or slighting anyone. We're just here to talk about music. We're just fans of the music. On the podcast, we will be having a regular rotation of maybe one or two guests. I just want to let everybody know, you know, O-Dawg will not be here all the time, but he will be here casually when he can. He is a busy man, and Frost as well, you know. But Frost is also my co-host on this, so he will be here the majority of the time.
You know? How about shit?
Yeah, we're chilling here, chilling in the city, smogging out. I'm gonna play a little beat here. This is a beat from my boy Marcus. Shout out to Marcus. He's killing the game right now. He's out in Brazil, just chilling. If you guys ever try and sample this or take this off this podcast, I will come for you. This is my shit. I'm going to talk about the freshman list. Now, the freshman list has got a lot of hype around it. Double XL is basically, no disrespect to Double XL, because I've loved Double XL from the very beginning since I loved hip hop. And Double XL meant a lot in the culture. But, you know, magazines phase out, and as magazines phase out, unfortunately, you know, Double XL does too.
Yeah.
You know? But Double XL is always looked up to for the freshman list.
Definitely, always.
You know? We always look at Double XL to see who they got on their freshman list. And you know what? In no matter how many years everybody says, oh, it's whack, it's this, it's that, everybody always tunes in for the freshman list.
Sure, you want to stay kid.
You know, regardless of what's what.
Yeah.
So, we're going to talk about the freshman list, and we're going to talk about some artists on the freshman list. So, voting is done. I felt like it was way quicker than it went last year for some reason. I felt like I got a bunch more times to vote last year. And unfortunately, you know, the artist that I voted, Jazz Cartier, he didn't make the list. And, you know, I voted for him a shitload of fucking times, man. Every time I was, you know, I had a second to myself and I had access to the internet, I was voting for Jazz. I would open up the Double XL page and vote for Jazz. He didn't make it.
Crazy.
You know, Nav was on the voting list last year. He didn't make it.
Yeah. You made that track about it though. You're not feeling them either, bro.
No, it's because like the Double XL is, it's rigged, man.
Nav put it right on the Reckless album. You know, we didn't even talk about that. We totally skipped over that. But you know what? Nav said it. He said, "Fuck the freshman list."
Yeah, word.
You know, he wasn't about it.
But like a lot of people have already said, like, you know, done that in the past. Like from Tory Lanez done that. You know, like, Drake wasn't on the freshman list. You know, like all this.
No, Drake definitely wasn't on the
Well,
freshman
you know what I
list.
mean?
Yeah, no, you're right, 100%. Drake was
That
slighted.
makes no sense. You know?
Yeah, you know, and he's the
best.
yeah.
A lot of people like big artists, were on this.
Yeah,
You know?
makes no sense.
You know what? I've been watching the freshman list before it was even the freshman list. I have a double XL outside in my room. It's leaders of the new school. It's got Plies, Rich Boy, yeah, all those guys. Gorilla Zoe, fucking Crooked Eye back in the day.
What happened to Gorilla
Papoose.
Zoe, bro?
Gorilla Zoe, he's a trippy dude, man.
You fell out, man.
He's a trippy dude. Excuse me, I got the hiccups like a motherfucker. But yeah, no, he's a trippy dude. I seen him on a video with like some blonde hair running around in his underwear. I don't know, crazy motherfucker. Yeah.
He's fucked.
Yeah, no, he's a crazy motherfucker. You know? Yeah, fuck. And Gorilla Zoe used to make some bangers. You know, that's too bad. You know, he disappeared off the face of the map. But this year's freshman list. Okay. So we can't not talk. Unfortunately, I'm not a huge fan. But unfortunately, in the club, O'Neal's witness to this. 6ix9ine bangs in the club.
Yeah, he bangs hard.
And O'Neal's witnessed me jumping to 6ix9ine in the club, and I'm not a huge pro 6ix9ine fan. You know, rainbow hair and shit wasn't really hip hop shit for me back in the day. We did the fade with the side part or some shit, you know, that was gangster to us, you know, shout out to Nas and Raekwon and shit. But 6ix9ine and Trippie Redd.
Yeah, they're wild still, but yeah, they
Now let me ask your opinion, guys. 6ix9ine or Trippie Redd?
6ix9ine or Trippie Redd?
6ix9ine or Trippie Redd.
6ix9ine. I don't really fuck with Trippie Redd like that. No,
Really?
I don't fuck with Trippie.
Hold on, I want to hear O'Neal. 6ix9ine or
all
Trippie
day.
6ix9ine.
Over Trippie.
So I'm the only Trippie Redhead here.
Trippie's weak.
Oh, 1400 gang all day.
He's weak, man.
No.
That's
Okay,
weak.
alright.
Trippie has his
So,
few
O'Neal,
tracks,
why?
like, I fuck with them.
I just don't like his music at all.
You don't like his
I
music
think
at all?
like, to me personally, I think it's garbage.
Why do you like 6ix9ine?
Because at least he has a flow, and the man, like, whatever, he's talking about bare fuckery, but like, at least he has a nice flow, bro. It's bangers, bro. You can bang to in the club. I can't bang to Trippie in the club. I can't.
No?
Not even in my
Not
bed.
Bust Down, none of those tracks.
I don't
You didn't
know.
get into any of them.
I'm not a fan, bro. I don't know why. And I'm not even a hater.
Jess?
Me,
Frost?
there's only like Trippie. There's only like 2 songs I fuck with them. It's Trapping Early in the Morning featuring
Rich Kid? Ooh, that's a fire track. That's a
Dark
fire
Knight
track.
Double, right? But I
You know, maybe I need to listen to more of his tracks then. Cause like I heard a few tracks and I'm not feeling it.
Did you hear the one with Travis Scott?
Yeah, and I don't like it.
You don't like it?
eh?
That's the track that
No.
he likes.
That's
That's one of the tracks.
Bro.
That's one of the tracks that he likes.
Like obviously Travis Scott is nice on it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like him, nah, I can't. The voice,
The voice
it's
is
annoying,
posted,
bro.
It's
annoying,
Gets
man.
on my nerves.
Really?
Like, but other than the 2
Interesting.
tracks, I can't fuck with it. I can't fuck with Trippie, man. And just like how he looks and shit, like I just can't fuck with it.
Wow,
Oh,
man.
eh? You can't fuck with him.
And the only reason I fuck with 6ix9ine is because like his tracks can bang. But like,
Exactly,
but
but
him as a person, man, I just think ugly as shit.
Yeah, he's
like,
fucked.
No, he's a little bit fucked up. I don't know if I'm really fucking with him 100%, but
But he's a troller. He's one of those guys, you know.
There's a 1-2 instances where his tracks do bang, you know, and I've caught myself bumping to it, but it's not often. It's not often, to be honest with you, you know. I'm not a huge fan.
I think all the tracks he came up with that hit the charts.
Yeah.
But I think they all bang. Still, it's not like it's my favorite track or something, but I think they all bang.
They all bang.
You know what I
You
mean?
could definitely listen to it.
Yeah.
In a party, I could definitely like bop out to it. Like
100%. Yeah, word I can.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure, eh? Now let me ask you guys a question. This guy Block Boy JB, he is fucking everywhere.
Yeah, where he is. Yeah, everyone's done
He's
that.
got the dance on Fortnite.
Unfortunately,
On
I've seen that still.
Fortnite, man.
I haven't even
He's
played that
on,
game, but I've seen
yeah,
that.
and let me tell you something. I don't know if he's getting licensing for that,
Better be.
but he is killing the game with that, man.
Right.
Absolutely killing the game. He's got, how many features does this, he's on so many tracks right now.
21 Savage, Drake, who else? Fucking. This guy's everywhere.
I'm gonna pull it up right now. He's got He's got a feature with YG called Nike Swoosh. I've never heard that before, but he is everywhere with this shit. I've seen him with this track with Moneybagg Yo. I watched the video for that. That was pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, and he's got 21 Savage on Range Rover 2.0, and everybody's remixing that. Everybody's remixing that. The beat is absolutely super.
I never heard that still.
No?
No, bro.
Let's play a little snippet here. Yeah. I could play.
Oh, yeah. I heard that. Yeah. I heard that.
Yeah.
Word, I heard that.
Yeah. He's absolutely everywhere.
That's banging in the club all the time.
But like you got the Drake stimulus package.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what it is.
Once Drizzy hops on your track, it is absolutely out of here.
You got the ultimate,
Yeah, 100%. And you got the video. That's you're perfect. You're perfect. You're set.
You're set out of the sky.
It's
just so that he maintains the momentum,
Even the Migos, even though they were doing nice,
yeah.
after Versace, they blew.
Oh,
they
bro,
blew.
100%, 100%. That Versace shit was fucking absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
When he got on that just blew them right out the water. But you know what? Now they're on a whole different level, bro. They don't.
Yeah, no, they're going out.
And they're going on that tour with him now. That's gonna be crazy. You already know they're performing Versace on that tour.
Of course.
100%. Yeah. At least every show, bro. Every show. Oh, you know what? Actually, you know what we should talk about? Because this is a question in the streets right now. Is OVO Fest gonna happen this year?
Yeah, I heard about that.
We are citizens of Toronto, A lot of people look forward to OVO Fest. Even if you don't go to OVO Fest, there's so much events surrounding
after parties.
OVO Fest, the after parties, and all that kind of stuff. What is gonna happen to OVO Fest this year? What do we think? All right, so we've been in the party industry together quite a few years. What do you think happens? You think he does a surprise OVO Fest? You think that maybe the tour with Migos has something to do with it and he's going to incorporate that and OVO Fest is no longer?
I think whatever happens, I think he'll still do something for the city on that day. Even if it's not OVO Fest, or he'll do something, you know what I mean? Because he loves the city too much, bro.
I think exactly. I agree with you.
I think he'll do something.
I think he's gonna do something, but it's not gonna be OVO Fest anymore. He's gonna change it, and it's gonna have a new, different face, and he's gonna revamp the whole weekend. It's gonna be something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
He has his new restaurant out here and shit, you know what I mean?
He's got quite a few restaurants, man. I was in the ACC, and I saw he has a bar in the ACC. I'm pretty sure he's partnered up with. Yeah. Which is crazy, man. In the ACC, that's
smart.
That's fucking insane.
Put money into everything.
It's a fucking
666. Holy, represent the God.
That's what I love.
Yes, no, absolutely.
That's what I love.
No, 100%. I want to jump back into the freshman list though. And I want to talk about YBN Namir and the YBN camp. Now I'm gonna start it off, okay? Because I'm a huge fan of YBN. YBN Namir is he's got lyrics, he's got beats, his flow is dope as fuck. He's killing it right now. I see him in quite a few places. He's got he's on a new track with G-Eazy and Yo Gotti, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I go so
Yeah. And funny enough, that kid that got, when he jumped into the crowd, Wi-Fi's funeral, and they beat the shit out of him a couple of years ago?
No, I've never seen that.
No? Okay, so there was this clip of this rapper at some festival, and he jumps into the crowd to do a crowd surf.
Yeah.
And he kicks some guy in the head, and they all pull him down and beat the shit out of him. Unfortunately for this kid. Okay? Yeah. It's pretty
wild.
Yeah, no, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad.
I don't know if I would be crowd surfing still. Anything can happen to you, bro. You're brave.
Buddy, anything can happen to you.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Man's trying to grip your clothes off and shit.
So they just did him and that guy just did a remix to Juvenile. slow it, back it up. Back that ass
Oh,
up.
remix it.
I'm gonna play a little snippet here. Don't worry, not too long. I'm only gonna play like a little, very little snippet. Oh, spin this off.
Stop. Drop it like it's out, okay, I after you back it up, then stop. Yo, drop it like it's out. I know you just can't understand it like how she had it. I guess that I'm turn the magic, run it like a landing. Okay, 10 toes.
YBN kills this.
Who's this? The man?
This is YBN I'm here and Wi-Fi's funeral. But yeah, that's a fire track.
Yeah, it's tough
That's a dope fucking.
I never heard this Wi-Fi funeral.
Wi-Fi's funeral. He's not like, we don't really listen to him hard out here. Apparently he has a nice little following.
Yeah.
Like this track right now is sitting at what? Let me see the stats here. Hold on 1 second.
Never heard that, man.
It's not showing me the exact number of views, but it's looking like it's sitting at maybe 700,000 views, maybe a little bit more than that. But you know, it looks like he's got a nice little following. But YBN Amir is killing the game.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I
killing
see
the
him
game.
everywhere.
Rubbing off the paint was fire. Bounce out with that was fire.
You're the one that showed me him stuff.
Yeah, and he was the one who showed me him.
Yeah.
He was the one who showed me him. So you know, yeah, it's like.
It's Bakken stuff.
What do you think, fam?
Yeah.
You're the one who showed us all, technically speaking. So you know, you're the one who put us all on.
Yeah, you know, definitely, like, he has a sick flow and shit. Like, he's a youngster, you know. I mean,
Yeah, he's young.
he's always talking sick. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he's gotta be careful and shit. You know?
Exactly.
He's talking about them sticks, you know, and his little homeboy there, you know, YBN Almighty J.
Oh wait, isn't he with?
He's the one
China?
who's shooting his, he's
that
shooting with Black China, you know, right now.
That's
So
So-
yeah, bro, you know, young game, young boys coming in Hollywood,
Yeah,
fresh
my
out,
guy.
you know, stepping on the 1-2 piece.
Yeah, my guy's
Out there?
dating the most, man. He's
Shoo!
dating the most.
He's out there.
How old is he?
Hype up, but he's dating though, man.
Man, he's,
What?
bro, he's like 18, fam.
18.
All these youths are like 18 years old.
Yeah, so check that out.
Bro.
They're all 18.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're all 18.
Yeah, they're all
yeah.
like 18, 17 years old, bro. It's a young camp. It's a
This
very
guy's
young
beating
camp.
up
Yeah,
Black
bro.
China, bro. She's-
They're all friends over the internet, fam.
Yeah.
Take that in.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all from different parts of the states.
They all linked up on.
They all linked up over GTA and shit.
For real.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, then YBN Amir got popping and started linking everybody
yeah,
up.
for sure. Brought everyone on.
You know, that's crazy. You know, salute to YBN Amir for doing that, because
They're
that's,
bringing his whole team out.
yeah, you know, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope as a young boy to do something like that and already have like a little team. He's got Almighty J, you know, Almighty J's out there a little bit in the gossip field, but it's good for him. You know, he's 18, he's still got a young life, you know. He's chilling in the game. YBN Amir's growing his fan base huge. You know, a lot of people are fucking with him. I seen him on quite a few interviews. I seen him on Big Boys Radio out in LA. That's a big radio station out there, you know. So he's killing the game. And this other dude, he's got another young boy coming up. His name is YBN Corday.
Oh, yeah.
He's lyrical as fuck.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
jumped on Eminem's
Yeah, taking the whole
My
team.
Name Is beat and like did a pretty fucking swell job on that, if I must say so myself. Yeah, and he killed what was that other one he killed? Oh, the J. Cole 1985, that new track that was on the J. Cole album.
Okay.
Yeah,
Man, wow, he killed that beat. Absolutely killed that. I watched the video and everything. Dope. He's arguing with some older heads in a barber shop and shit as he's rapping. Yeah, no, the video is absolutely fire. It portrays the vocals like perfect to a T. He's dope. He's got a nice little camp running, man, this kid. This is our team, Speaker Rhythms Entertainment. If you want to fuck with the new music, it's on Instagram, it's on Twitter, and we are on Facebook. We are a blog. I'm posting always new music from the city. You can check out what we're doing all the time. Speaker Rhythms Entertainment on IG. Frost, what's your IG, fam?
_Frost, you already know what it is.
TOO_Frost. So, you know, that's what it is.
Every
Marcus, man. Marcus is killing the game. Shout out to Marcus, man.
Keep
Keep it going, fam. We got you out here, you know. I also want to talk about Famous Dex. Famous Dex has been on the come up huge this year.
I like him. Still.
Absolutely.
I like his energy
huge.
still. He's crazy, but I like him.